So, we are gonna do Quirky Quaggen. When you first use your teleport, free teleport, back to Bitterfrost, you always end up right here at this waypoint, so this is gonna be our starting spot, and then we're just gonna go grab things as easily as possible. Along the way, we're also gonna make ourselves our cold elixir, because you will want it for one of the Quaggen. So, this should be easy peasy. So here's the waypoint on the map, and the first Quaggen that we're going to go get is up to the north a little bit. It's actually under the water, so you can just swim under the water or run across the ice, whichever suits you. But it's just up here, past all of these underwater creatures, up against the back wall. We actually found a couple of these Quaggen on the day one when we were just running around exploring, but you know, you never finish achievements when you first do stuff. Unless you're just one of those people who does. But here it is. So this is not the first stanza. This is the 6th one. But here's the first Quaggen that we're gonna get for ease of doing. So Sara's Eclipse waypoint right here. If you come up northwest to the very northwest point of the map and you come up around here, the next Quaggen's right here. So that's where we're kind of meandering toward. It's up on top of that watery folly. Which, by the way, you can melt the waterfall with this thing to get the orichalcum and the unbound chest that's inside of it. So if you climb up this ridge right here on this side of the waterfall, it'll lead you up and around there so that you can go. And here's your poor dead Quaggen.
Accelerating.
Stanza number 2. So while we were over here, we went gathering shiny ice, flexible sticks, the stuff you need for getting more for your cold resistance. We just need to finish off the chicken feathers, and then we will be able to get our firestone. And then, of course, you want some fresh winter berries. Okay, so I got my stuff for making my elixir, but I haven't actually made it yet, because on the way down from the Grawl thing, if you come down underneath the water, under the ice, right here, next to this big rock, right down in this little cubby is a dead poor little Quaggen for stanza number 5. Poor Quaggen. Bye, buddy. And now we can swim up toward the hot spring. So we got the Quaggen that was down in the water underneath the ice here. And then if you come over into the joys of the hot spring area, you'll be able to make your elixir once we get over here, but we're not doing that yet. First we're going to come to this spot right here, so if you look, it's kind of northwest of the actual point of interest. And basically, you'll come to this ledge right here, which unfortunately it's snowy right now, so you can't see it very well. But basically, there's this little path that comes up the hill, and then there's a ledge right here on the edge of this mountain. And you just want to go up and along the ledge, whee, and you'll come to these little skippy stones. So once you're past the skippy stones, it'll come to this bridge, and you just keep jumping along the bridge. So once you're across the bridge, you get to more steppy stones, and you just want to jump more across the steppy stones, and once you are around, you will see there is a poor dead Quaggen right here, and you can read his papyrus in his stanza number 4. And there's a thermal tube right here, and we're going to use that to get to the next Quaggen. So, you take this thermal tube, and it shoots you all the way over here. So, if you fall down this other way, you can get the vista, right? But we don't really want the vista. We want to come this way so we can get ourselves a Quaggen. So from right here, you can just come down following this stream. And right down here where the waterfall starts, is where poor dead Quaggen, stanza number 3. So sad. Now from here, we can glide on over and make ourselves our elixir over to the east. Which, if you didn't know, you make the elixir at the Blister Cauldron. Over here. So right here we are at the Blister Cauldron. Got everything we need. Time to make an elixir. So the reason I have the story restarted is there is a currently in the game bug where you can't get firestones if you go back to get achievements in the storyline. It basically undoes the fact that you had already learned the elixir recipe, so you have to start over the story again and not finish it, not do the very last boss, and leave it alone, and then you can get the firestone for free from the Grawl again, and then after that you'll be able to buy firestones from the Karma Vendor. They're hopefully making a fix for this bug, because redoing the story over and over and over just to make an elixir is really annoying. But for the current moment, if you find that you cannot buy a firestone from the Grawl, that's why, and that's how to fix it temporarily. Anywho, we've made our elixir. Let's go get more Quaggen! So, if you go from Sorrow's Eclipse Waypoint, basically almost straight east, but a little bit north, you'll come to the edge of a mountain that has, if you look at it, has a little bit of stairs right there. You can tell that you've got the right one because the other side has a ghost Jodin who guards an icebound chest, so you can tell that, oh hey, this is the right spot. This leads you to a thermal tube, and it's a very special thermal tube. So this thermal tube, once you hop over here, says, warning, use at your own risk. The reason being is if you don't start gliding before it gets to the end, you will get killed. It leads to, up top, if you want, you can use it to get this mastery point, and you can also use it to get the baby leopard cub. Just make sure you take a Coden Flame with you so that you can unfreeze the cub, and then you will have it in your home instance forever. Yay! But this thermal tube is also to get ourselves that Quaggen. So there's a little cave right over in that way. So as soon as you can, start hitting to glide so that you can glide back this direction and land right down here, because there's a little cave right here. And inside is a poor, poor, helpless little Quaggen. Aww. And there's stanza number 1. So now that we've got all the other stanzas, we are back at Sorrow's Eclipse Sanctuary. We're up top, up in the actual sanctuary itself. And we're going to get ourselves our very last Quaggen. So you jump up, and you jump up here. Nice and high. So you can glide over onto the roof, and then go past the vista over here to this little Quaggen guy on the roof. Hello, mister. Have you seen any Quaggens carrying Popeye? Quaggen have been waiting for some time, but the other Quaggens haven't come home. I found your comrades. Oh good, are they coming? Quaggens are charged with getting the ancient Kufululu epic poem to safety. Quaggens were sent out separately to ensure at least some would survive. I have good and bad news. I brought the scrolls, but your friends are dead. Oh, foo! That wasn't supposed to happen. Quaggen is the lone survivor? Foo, foo, foo! At least you were able to retrieve the papyri. Will you give them to Quaggen? On one condition. Tell me what's on the scroll you carry. Quaggen will read it to you. It's the last stanza. Quaggens are proudly born in the colors of Kufalulu. Kuf-alalu. Whatever. It's a word. I'm sorry for your loss. Yay, achievement and mastery point.